was heartbreaking.
Anna Duggar had a really difficult childhood, from growing up with insanely strict rules to her parents basically handing her off to Josh. Anna never really stood a chance. Recently, some new information about Anna's childhood was released, and you guys will never believe the dark and twisted truth about her life. From a young age, Anna knew what her life would look like one day. Her parents, Mike and Suzette Keller, raised her to basically be a servant to her husband no matter the circumstances. Her family was in the Institute in basic life principles. That's the same religious organization that the Duggars are a part of, and it's where all those crazy strict rules come from. Mike and Suzette made their kids follow all those rules. They basically brainwashed Anna, and they gave her to Josh, even though they apparently knew about his issues. We know this because in October 2022, one person revealed shocking details about Anna's life. This person remained anonymous, but they said they were closely connected with Anna and her family for more than 20 years. They decided to do a Reddit Ask Me Anything or AMA, and they revealed a bunch of really insane things about Anna and her family. And the thing is, we can probably trust this person because the mods on that subreddit confirmed this person's identity. They said that the person provided enough proof that they were sure that they were who they said. So this person probably really was close to Anna and her family, and they are a reliable source. One of the things this person revealed was that Anna was actually a completely different person before she married Josh. She was still pretty naive even back then because she grew up really sheltered, and that's what happens when you grow up in organizations like the IBLP. But according to the source, Anna actually had a relatively happy childhood. She was self-aware, headstrong, and opinionated. The source even described her as funny and smart. It sounds like she was a fun person to be around, even though she could sometimes be a little bossy, which is kind of crazy to think about because this is not the Anna we all know now. She's not exactly someone you describe as headstrong and opinionated, but there's actually a simple explanation for that. Even though Anna supposedly had a happy childhood, she still grew up with all those rules and crazy expectations. And according to the source, one of the things women in the IBLP are expected to do is set aside their personalities once they get married. At that point, a woman's life becomes about her husband. So this is probably why Anna is so different now. She got married to Josh, and that meant that she had to give up who she was before their wedding. That would be heartbreaking under almost any circumstances, but it's even worse when you think about the fact that she gave all that up for someone like Josh. And the worst thing is that it's not like her parents had no idea about who he was. According to the Reddit source, the family and the border community all knew what Josh was like. None of them actually believed that he was innocent. The source described Josh as a creep and said that it was just so obvious. Apparently, spending just 20 minutes with Josh would be enough for anyone to realize what kind of person he was. The source also said something shocking about Anna's family. When her parents, Mike and Suzette, announced that they wanted Anna and Josh to get together, one of her brothers was really against the idea. Anna was about 19 years old at the time, so this would have been around 2007. And even back then, her brother knew exactly what kind of person Josh was. The source alleged that Anna's brother called Josh one of the most disgusting guys he's ever met, and he was really upset that his sister was going to have to deal with that. What's more, the source also admitted that even they knew who Josh was back then. Around the same time when Josh and Anna were in the pre-courting stage, the Reddit user decided to look into Josh. They Googled him and they found out what he did to his sisters. So that part of Josh's life was no secret either. That information was out there, so Anna's parents probably knew about it too. It's crazy to think that pretty much everyone in the community knew exactly what kind of person Josh was, but Mike and Suzette were still more than happy to let their daughter marry him. That's just so disturbing and disgusting. But the question now is, did Anna know about Josh beforehand? I honestly don't think so. Even though the community in general knew about him and his sick behavior, I feel like Anna might have been the exception to that. And even if she knew, I doubt that she fully understood it at all. The source said that Anna probably had no idea about intimacy before her wedding night. The kids who grew up in the IBLP aren't taught about things like that. So I just feel like there's a lot that Anna probably didn't understand about the world, which makes me think that even if she knew about Josh, she wouldn't have really known what it all meant. I'm also not sure that her knowing would make any difference. Her parents were the ones who arranged the marriage, and she was raised to listen to them and be an obedient daughter. I don't think her opinion would have mattered either way. The source even said that if Anna wanted to leave now, her parents would still probably discourage her. Her family just wouldn't really be there for her like that. Just like they weren't there for her years ago when the cheating scandal happened. After Josh confessed to cheating on Anna in 2015, he went to rehab and Anna went to live with her parents for a while. You'd think that they would be there for her and support her no matter what, but apparently despite what happened, they were still against her leaving Josh. They allegedly pressured her to stay with him, all because they are against divorce. The only relatives who were actually on Anna's side in all this were some of her siblings. Her sister Susanna wanted her to divorce Josh. According to Radar Online, she hoped that Anna would leave him. An insider also told the publication that while Anna's family knew about Josh's past, they didn't know about the cheating. I mean, it's crazy to me that this would be where they draw the line. Josh's past should have been enough for them to want to keep Anna away from him, but I guess that's not what happened. Anna's older brother Daniel also wanted her to leave Josh. He supposedly called him a pig, and he made it clear that he was very against him. At the time Daniel was allegedly estranged from his family, it looked like he was starting to turn against the IBLP, but unfortunately it looks like that didn't last. The Reddit source Who Knows Anna's family said that Daniel is now back in that belief system. Even though it looked like he might leave the organization at one point, he's now back. The source claimed that this happened around 2021, which is kind of unfortunate because it might mean that Daniel wouldn't support Anna leaving Josh now. I hope that's not true, but it's honestly hard to say. It's heartbreaking that Anna's life turned around like this. According to the source, she was a really fun and smart person when she was younger, but all of that was taken away from her after she married Josh, and now she's stuck in this horrible situation, even though she was never the one who wanted all of this for herself in the first place. Her parents made her marry Josh, but now she's the one paying the price, which is just awful. But what do you guys think? Did you know that Anna was so different when she was younger? And what do you think about her parents knowing about Josh beforehand? Let me know in the comments below.